So this is part 2 of Gifts of the Spirit, and the verse that it's from is 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 8 to 12, and the third one that's mentioned is healing, and it's restoring a person to wholeness in body, spirit, the soul. So like when Jesus was healing the man with the crippled hand, which, or like Mark chapter 3 1 verse 6, or Mark 5 1 to 20. So, excuse me. So, personally, to me, I think when I think about um, people that were healed, think about the guy that was crippled, his hand was crippled, or the man was paralyzed and he got up and walked, or somebody died and God and Jesus healed all those people. So to me, that's my examples of healing. I don't really want to mention any people just because I don't know about that, but I know about Jesus. And then another one was working of miracles. It says demonstrates God's authority and power. So, like in Luke, Mark, Matthew, when Jesus turned the water to wine, or when Peter's mother-in-law was healed, or when God fed the multitude with what, 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, and they had leftovers. So all of those are working of miracles, and those are the ones that I personally relate to, just because I, again, don't want to relate it to people, because again, Jesus, 100% people, still working. but I also wanted to say, on the last video, with words of wisdom, Joseph, yeah, he received words of wisdom about the famine. And then you also have to think about like Ezekiel, or or you could also say Abraham may have had words of wisdom, because they all went through something, and they did gain wisdom through Christ about their future. Would be, I would say, probably words of wisdom and words of knowledge. So, yeah, have a good day.